What happened to Tommy Sawyer?
Did you expect my answers to be any different? We had a deal.
I'm in the area trying to find a lady named Ruby Carpenter. Maybe you know by the name of Ruby Newton. If you do see her, call me.
You know, you didn't care about anyone but yourself.
I listened to Jamie in his last moments and there was nothing I could have done but listen.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Mr. Dante Harper. He's been murdered. Turn around, step back inside. Put your hands behind your back, please. State your name for the record.
My name is Jeremy Pierce.
Very good. Okay, Mr. Pierce. Can you tell me what you were doing at the time of Dante Harper's murder?
When was that?
Last night at 8 p.m.
I was at home. It'd been a rough day at work and I thought I'd get an early night.
In what way had your day been rough?
I'm a private investigator and it was just a tough case that I was working on.
Care to tell me what it was about?
Unfortunately, I can't. I have a confidentiality clause with each client.
This is a serious offence, Mr. Pierce. I'm going to need you to answer the questions.
I can't. They came to me, not the police.
This is a murder investigation, okay? And I need to know every single little detail so I can rule out any possible suspect. You not telling me those details means that I could charge you with obstruction of justice. Understand me? Say it aloud for the record, please.
I understand what you are saying.
So, I'll ask it again. What were you doing with regards to this case that caused you to have a rough day?
I will not betray my client nor my credibility.
Fine, so be it. Obstruction of justice will be added to your suspected murder charge.
I'm being charged with murder?
Suspected of murder. Mr. Pierce, you would have been informed of that when we brought you out of the holding cell. Your prints were all over the murder weapon. Jeremy, until we can gather all the information, you're our prime suspect.
I don't understand.
You'll be kept in custody until the trial.
So, I'll be behind bars for the whole investigation?
You will. But we'll also be conducting a very thorough investigation while that's going on. Thank you for talking with me, Jeremy.
Thank you. And these are all the weekly outgoings, yeah?
Yeah, that's right, Mayor Blakely.
Great, thank you. You're doing a really great job, you know.
Thank you.
Hello? Dante? Joanna, could you just please clear my schedule this afternoon? Something's come up.
Yeah, of course.
I don't understand how this has happened. We were careful. This cannot be traced back to us. Right, we need to cover this up.
Thank you for agreeing to meet me, Miss Brookes. So have you seen Ruby Newton?
No, but I have some information regarding a murder.
Excuse me?
I overheard the mayor speaking about covering something up, but he mentioned a specific person.
Which person?
It's Dante Harper. Do you know something?
That's not been made public knowledge yet.
So it's true.
As I said, it's not been made public knowledge. But yes, Dante Harper was murdered last night.
Oh my god.
So I understand you work for the mayor?
Yeah, just as his personal assistant, but he didn't want anything leading back to him.
You must have hired someone to kill Dante.
Have you got any leads yet?
I wouldn't be able to tell you even if I wanted to. This is police business.
Oh, of course, yeah, sorry. But if you need any help with this, I know a really good investigator who could help you.
Is that Jeremy Pierce by any chance?
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be of any help to our investigation.
What? Why? No, seriously, he's really
He's
good.
our prime suspect.
What?
He's severely implicated in this. But I understand you two are good friends.
Well, to an extent, yeah, we trusted each other, but he would never do this.
Well, I'm afraid the evidence against him is overwhelming. But you've given me a new lead to explore, so thank you.
Sure.
Have a nice day, Miss Brookes.
Enjoying your break?
What do you want, Dookie?
You know what I want. Job.
I'm rather surprised that you even have the nerve to talk to me, to be honest.
My, how the mighty have fallen.
Remind me, what do you want again?
I know what clandestine is.
You mean you knew what clandestine was? It's shut down.
Doesn't change the fact I know what you and Jeremy did. And I plan on correcting those mistakes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You can try and hide behind that mask for the rest of your life. Or you could try and correct those mistakes with me. I'll give you 4 days to think about it.
Nathaniel Job? Yes, can I help?
Detective William Anderson. I'm investigating Dante Harper's murder.
Murdered?
Yes. And as you worked for and alongside Mr. Harper, both with King Industries and as an independent worker, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, of course.
So what was you doing last night?
Oh, I finished the night shift, and I got home in the morning. Because I didn't have another night shift, I stayed up until around midday. I went to bed. I was only meant to snooze, but I woke up at 10 PM, watched television, and then I went to bed again at 3 AM.
What programs were you watching?
The King Legacy. It started before I got in, but I have one of those digital rewind features.
That's the program about Maximum King and his life, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see, I'm trying to find out why anyone would want to harm Mr. Harper. Upon becoming the owner of the company, he fired you. That must have hurt.
Yes, it did. Maximum hired me when I was on the streets. He built a life for me through King Industries.
He must have been a father figure.
Some respects. Nonetheless, we've all got to leave the nest eventually, whether by choice or by force.
And do you know anyone who might wish to harm Mr. Harper? I'm going to need a yes or no answer.
I know 2 people who highly disliked Dante, but they're friends.
Keep it confidential if that's what you're worried about.
I don't know.
You see, the thing is, Nathaniel, you telling me knowing you know 2 potential suspects, but refusing to reveal their identities to me, it means you could be treated as an accomplice to the prevention of justice.
Jeremy Pierce and Ruby Newton.
Ruby Newton.
She'd been hacking King Industries in the days leading up to Maximum's death. She was against King Industries in general.
Very well. That's all for now, Nathaniel. Have a good day.
Tilly! Can we talk for a bit? I'm sorry for running off. I guess I'm just still processing it all.
It's been a year.
I mean, facing the consequences of what happened.
Right, start again. What happened?
Jamie was just supposed to be helping me. I was looking into finding out what happened to my mother. King Industries had something to do with it.
Your mother's fine. She's been searching for you this whole time.
My biological mother.
So why did you get Jamie involved then?
I was always meant to do it alone. I'd planned to break things off with Jamie, but I have no good excuse. We've always been a team, me and him. This was just another one of those times. What have the police said about Jamie?
They said it was by a member of Extinction, that street gang.
Yeah, but they're all gone now.
Exactly why it's really hard finding anyone with anything to do with this.
Well, now I've told you it was Dookie, you can take that to the police.
Yeah, but I'll have to say it's from you. Providing you don't mind being found.
I can handle myself.
I can see that. What's this?
That memory stick has recordings that Jayne made when I went after King Industries. It's for your family and for you. He asked me to hold on to it in case anything ever happened. Thanks. Call me when you've listened to it. My number's in the memory stick.
William, you're here early for the press gathering.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it.
Oh, well, why not?
Well, I've got 2 cases I'm working on at the moment, and one of them only came in this morning.
Oh, I see. Well, not too much work, I hope.
You have no idea. This isn't actually a social call, Mayor Blakely. I'd like to ask you a few questions as part of my inquiry, if you don't mind.
You need my advice, of course.
No, a statement.
Right. Okay. Well, you take a seat.
Thank you. I assume you've heard.
Heard what?
Dante Harper. He's been murdered.
Dante? Dead?
I had it on high authority that you were already aware of that before I told you. Nothing to say?
Look, I told you this yesterday, William. Dante and I didn't exactly have the best of relationships.
I'm still going to need the details for my investigation.
Right. Okay. I was simply tired. I was tired of fighting with him, you know, politically. We had differing views on about Waterside and other things as well. And how did he die? You tell me?
Those details will be disclosed at tomorrow's announcement. But I have a source who's given me information that you were having phone calls, which puts into question your involvement.
Excuse me?
This is no accusation. It's just an inquiry, but I've got to cover all bases.
You know, this isn't going to do you any favours in here, William.
I don't work on favours. I serve the law. Now, Your answer.
Who told you about these phone calls? Who was it? I need to know.
You know I can't disclose that.
Okay. Dante's been trying to overthrow the government for the last 12 months. Okay? As CEO of King Industries, they get sole control over the mayor's office.
Remember your place.
I'm sorry?
Need I remind you that I fund the mayor's office now? That will soon be changing.
What does that mean?
I will be merging King Industries with local government. This change will take place tomorrow.
Well, there's no need for that.
My decision, Connor, is final.
Why are you doing this exactly? I mean, why don't you just return power to the mayor where it should be?
I will not willingly give power back to someone who wants to destroy Waterside.
Oh, well, that's a matter of perspective, isn't it, Dante?
What are you trying to say?
Nothing.
Start packing your desk away.
But you didn't pack away.
No. The captain always goes down with his ship, that's what they say.
It baffles me, Mayor Blakely. It really does.
What does?
The fact that you worked with him for 10 years previously. What happened?
Apart from our differing views, Dante just gave up. You know, he stopped going to weekly meetings, daily meetings as well, and I had to come in and pick up the pieces. And all that time he was CEO of King Industries, having control over the mayor's office, and made Waterside even worse. And it all happened on my watch.
Do you know anyone in this office who could have done this?
No. No, I don't.
Can I have a copy of that recording?
Sure. I don't need it.
Thank you.
I didn't kill him, you know. I didn't kill Dante. I didn't need to.
If there's anything to go by, or for record, I believe you. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Hello? It's me. Need a serious conversation.
What's wrong?
This is a problem that requires the efforts of clandestine one last time.
Can it not wait?
It cannot. More must be done to secure Waterside's future.
When does it need to be done by?
As soon as possible.
Dante, I can't tonight.
You will, Jeremy, or you will be facing alternative consequences.
Are you threatening me?
This is not a threat. It is a warning. Lucy King will be a concern to us if you do not comply.
Did you get a chance to have a listen?
I want all the answers.
All the answers you needed were on that memory
No,
stick.
it's not enough. I want to find out the truth, and I want to work with you on that.
You want to what?
If it means getting closure, yeah.
Tilly, please move on. You don't want to be involved in this mess.
This is William Anderson. He's the guy investigating Jamie's murder. This is Ruby. She was directly involved. She listened to what happened.
So, do you think maybe we should go talk about this somewhere else?
Chloe, please, we need to meet.
Chloe!
It's so good to see you.
What did you want?
I'm in trouble. I think I'm being targeted.
By who?
I don't know, but I have my suspicions.
Right.
Can you help me?
How?
I don't know, by looking for a trace of emails or a phone call asking for my death or something. I don't know.
I said we were going to take a back seat from all that.
Chloe, I'm being hunted.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Is this why you didn't answer your phone? What happened?
My sister was shot. Joanna was shot. I've got to think of the consequences.
My life is at stake.
Yeah, and you've come here and risked our safety.
I've got nowhere else to go.
Well, I'm sorry, but no.
Joanna doesn't want to walk away from this.
No, she doesn't, but I've got to do something to hold her back before she takes it too far. I can be there for you as a friend, but not like this.
You called?
Yes, I have new information for you regarding Dante's whereabouts on his last day. And I want to give it to you.
So why now?
Turns out I'm still attached to King Industries through their server, through a proxy email. I can still access information.
Well, they need to upgrade their security then, don't they? But this could help me greatly. Thank you.
I was thinking that maybe I can assist you through this investigation.
I don't need help.
That wasn't what I was implying. I want to see Dante's killer put to justice.
Look, Professor Job.
Please call me Nathaniel.
Nathaniel, this is a police matter.
Me and Dante, we're old friends. This is a horrible loss.
Why is this so important to you?
I knew that Jeremy was up to something. Someone had sent me an email detailing how he was planning to kill Dante. Dante, how can I help?
What is the current state of our agreement?
Everything is fine, Dante. Why do you ask?
I have been emailed by someone. They say I don't have long to live. Someone is planning to kill me. It wouldn't be you, would it?
God, no.
You're not trying to get revenge after what happened to the scientific sector?
No.
Then who?
Jeremy.
Jeremy Pierce?
Yes, he dislikes this job that he is currently in. He told me today that he's quitting.
Very well, Nathaniel. I will look into this myself.
So what's clandestine?
A group containing only myself and Jeremy Pierce. We were hired part-time to assist Dante with his company.
Right, okay. Well, you can assist me, but understand that this is still a police matter. I call the shots.
Of course. Thank you, Detective.
This meal
with June Harper, Dante's daughter.
Is June still in Waterside? Do you know?
I imagine so.
Right. Well, it's Dante Harper's funeral tomorrow.
we'll find June there. There's still a few pieces left in this puzzle.
What are you playing at?
I can't remember much of that day. I don't remember anything.
My father always kept his business secretive.
I grant wishes. Your death happens to be one of them.
Jeremy, something's got to be done about this, and you have got to be the one to end it.
You better watch it, Jeremy.
Or what?
Or I'll tell the world you killed Darius.